เจชิมาจจีสวัสดีค่ะพี่น้องสหชโยคีทุกท่าน ตอนนี้ขอให้พวกเราตั้งสติเข้าสู่ภายใน อยู่ในความเงียบสักครู่ค่ะ เจชิมาจจี Good evening brother and sister Now please be in silent and keep your attention inside yourselfให้เรามองไปที่จุดบินดีของคุณแม่นะคะ มองอย่างปล่อยวาง มองอย่างผ่อนคลาย และสังเกตความคิดของตนเองว่า ตอนนี้ความคิดของเราน้อยลงแล้วหรือยัง ถ้าความคิดของเราน้อยลงแล้ว ให้เราค่อยๆหลับตาลง Please look at Shrimataji Bindi and observe yourself that there is any thought coming in your mind. Please look at her bindi with the relaxing eyes. If you see that your thought is vanished, you can close your eyes.และในสภาวะสมาธินี้ขอให้พวกเราค่อยๆลืมตาขึ้นให้พวกเราน้อมนมัสการต่อคุณแม่สีมาตาจียกพลังกุนดาลินีและทำบันดาลร่วมกันค่ะ With this meditative stage, please open your eyes, bow down to Shimataji, bless our Kundalini, and do a collective Bandhan. ตอนนี้ให้เราค่อยๆเคลื่อนสติมาที่มูลฐานแล้วฝั่งซ้ายวางมือขวาเราลงสู่แม่พระธรณี Please move your attentions to the left Muladhara. Please put your right hand on Mother Earth. Om Tvameva Saksha Shri Nyamau Ganesha Saksha Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nyamala Devi Namo Namaha คุณแม่สิมาตจีด้วยความกรุณาของท่านขอพระองค์ทรงโปรดชำระล้างชักระทั้งหมดในช่องพลังฝั่งซ้ายของลูกให้สะอาดบริสุทธิ์ด้วยเถิดขอพระองค์ทรงประทานปัญญาญาณและวิจารณญาณในการแก้ไขตนเองด้วยความบริสุทธิ์ไร้เดียงสา Mother, by your grace, please cleanse out all the chakras in our left side and please blessing us with your wisdom and discrimination that we can introspect and correct oneself. จากนั้นให้เราเคลื่อนสติมาที่มูลฐานฝั่งขวาวางมือขวาบนตักยกมือซ้ายขึ้นสู่ท้องฟ้า Now we move attentions to the right Muladhara. Put your right hand toward Mother and your left hand toward the sky. Om Tvameva Saksha Sri Kartikeya Saksha Sri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha คุณแม่สิมาตจีด้วยความกรุณาของท่านขอพระองค์ได้ทรงโปรดทำลายล้างพลังที่ไม่ดีทั้งหมดในช่องพลังฝั่งขวาของลูกขอให้ลูกมีค่าคู่ควรกับสติรู้ของพระองค์ Mother, by your grace, please cleanse up all the negativities in my right side into the Akasha and make us become worthy of you. We do not think you are the one who do everything. เราไม่ใช่ผู้กระทำสิ่งใดท่านคือผู้กระทำทุกสิ่งข้าพเจ้าไม่ได้กระทำสิ่งใดทั้งสิ้นตอนนี้ให้เราเคลื่อนสติมาที่มูลฐานกลางตั้งสติที่กระดูกกระเบนเน็กนะคะ Now we move our attentions to the central Muladhara and put attentions in our sacrum bone. Om Tvameva Saksha Sri Gauli Kundalini Mata Saksha Sri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha คุณแม่ขอท่านในรูปแบบของพระแม่กาลีที่บริสุทธิ์พระแม่ผู้ทรงมีความปรารถนาที่บริสุทธิ์เพียงหนึ่งเดียวหรือพระแม่กุณฑลินีของเราอันศักดิ์สิทธิ์ของเราได้ทรงโปรดชำระล้างพลังไม่ดีทั้งหมดในกายละเอียดของลูกมาจ้ะ by your grace please kindly cleanse out all my subtle bodies, all chakras in my subtle bodies, and makes us pure. We have only pure desire to become one with the Spirit. คุณแม่ลูกมีความปรารถนาเพียงหนึ่งเดียวที่จะรวมเป็นหนึ่งเดียวกับจิตวิญญาณจากนั้นให้เราค่อยๆเคลื่อนสติผ่านจักระต่างๆในช่องพลังกลางของเราขึ้นสู่สหัสราระ And now we move our attentions from all chakras in our central nervous system to Sahasrara. ค่อยๆเคลื่อนสติอย่างช้าๆและทำด้วยความเคารพ Please move your attention slowly and with respectfully. ให้เราสังเกตนะคะว่าเมื่อพระแม่กุณดลินีได้ทรงเสด็จขึ้นสู่สหัสราระและหลอมรวมเป็นหนึ่งเดียวกับองค์สทาชีวะความคิดของเราจะหายไปเราจะเข้าสู่สภาวะสติรู้ที่ปราศจากความคิดและปล่อยวางเรื่องราวทั้งหมดในชีวิตรวมทั้งอีโก้และซูเปอร์อีโก้ของเราได้อย่างผ่อนคลายและเป็นไปโดยธรรมชาติ Please observe yourself when Mother Kundalini residing and union with Sadashiva at our Sahasrara, we will become thoughtless and we can surrender all sitting in our life, including egos and superego easily and naturally. และในสภาวะสติรู้ที่ปราศจากความคิดนี้เดี๋ยวพวกเราค่อยๆลืมตาขึ้นนะคะเราจะดูวิดีโอคำสอนของคุณแม่ร่วมกันค่ะ And with this thoughtless awareness stage, please open your eyes and we will listen to Mother's speech together.
Before realization, whatever you do, as I told you before this, without towards God, because you are not done. any kind of worship you do, anything you do, is not really reaching the principle of life. Now, for example, the flame. The principle of flame is light. And unless and until you are awakened, you cannot awaken the principle. You cannot touch the principle of it. So once you are awakened, then as you are on your principle, can go on the principle of the flame as well. After realization, when you start using the flame, you must have seen that it gives soot. Black soot comes out of it sometimes. I know of somebody who told me that the whole wall became black when he was putting hands. He was amazed how the wall became. Then you have seen also that the flame reacts. If my photograph is there, then you definitely awaken that flame. Because so many people have been cured through my photograph. How it has happened? What happens is that when a photograph is placed and you put the flame there, the flame gets away. And the light that passes from that flame carries the vibration over. Material things carry, like sound. Now, sound waves, you have seen that. I can clear you out by touching my different chakras. Like today, I tried to clear you out on your hamsa by touching this mind. And on the right side, there was a problem. So when I touched it to the right side, the vibration was so much that it was making a sound. On the left side, it was not. Then the problem appeared on the left side, it was just the other way around. So even sound carries the vibration. For example, what is mantra is nothing but a proper pocket, or you can say a cup which carries the vibration. But unless and until you are a realized soul, you cannot awaken the mantras. So to say mantras before realization, like mad, is wrong. Now doing prataka with a photograph is all right, there's nothing wrong. But paying so much attention to one center is not necessary. Supposing there's a photograph and you are trying to look at the flame in front of the photograph, then you are paying more attention to the flame and not to the photograph. On the contrary, if you pay attention to the photograph, the flame puts the light to the photograph and you get the complete vibration. Especially for people who suffer, say from the right side. For them, heat is not good so much because they are already heated up. So such people, if they try to take treatment from the heat side, they are going to be bad. They have to take vibrations from something that is cold, like water and salt. Water and salt helps many people. But some people it may not help also, possibly. Those who have a temperament which is very, very, very sort of, we can say, cold type of left side. It may not help some. If they use a warm water, it may. So depends on what sort of personality you are. For people who are very heated up, one should not take too hot water. You should take cooler. The main thing is that once you are realized, then you can touch the principle of it, tattva of it. Like if you have to treat the tree, you cannot treat individual petals or individual leaves, even branches, but what you have to go into is the sap, and the sap is the principle. Now to get to the sap, you have to use the water medium. So whatever medicine you have to give to the tree, what you do is mix it up in the water, pour that water inside. So the water inside the sap sucks it and manifests itself. In the same way, when you are realized, you become the principle. In the same way, those people who are supraconscious see colors. Those who are subconscious, they see other things, like dead body, rules, this, that. Now, if you are supraconscious, you see something, you think that is the truth. But you are in that area, that's why you see. If you are in the subconscious, you see something that is the truth. But if you are in the center, in the present, you see nothing. You just feel. It is effective. Because in the center, you are on your principle. But you start seeing the Kundalini is outside. Some people can even see in the sun's rays, you might see even the vibrations. Many people can see vibrations. Because you have now jumped into your subtle being, you can see the subtle. And when you use all these things, for example, what in a lemon and chili also, so people might say, because those who do not understand, especially the West, where the mind is so much conditioned by sophisticated things that they can't understand what is the sense of putting lemon and chili. Now lemon has a coefficient. Now you know that we have cured many people with lemon and chili of their mental problems. We have seen it is effective. So we have vibrated lemon chilies and you've got put them in the water. Now what happens? The lemon and chilies have a capacity to suck my vibration or suck the vibrated water into themselves as vibrated ones. They become vibrated themselves. What is called is charge. They become awakened. So in the night, when you open them, the vibrations travel out and create an atmosphere in which you start becoming one with your center and you lose your left and right side bent and you become the saved one, you can say, because they are taken away from the left and the right and you come in the center. The question is whether the thing has got vibrations or not like this. What is vibrations are Brahma. Is the Brahma. Is the divine power of God. Is the divine power all around. Now this divine power is in everything. But is not under your control. As you have not touched it. Once you are awakened, you touch it. You awaken that in everything. Once you awaken that, then you start feeling the vibration. Say I have stayed in this house, in this place, even on this seat. Anybody who is a sensitive Sahaja will know where mother has been staying. Certain things have greater capacity to absorb vibrations. This is being discovered in the ancient times by many seers. All these techniques that we are using are not necessarily all mine. They have been already seen by many ancient seers who have seen. So, you see, to understand Sahaja, one has to know that there is a power, divine power, which acts, which works out. And now you have become a medium of that power. That's how now you have become Samartha. Samartha also means strong, powerful, independent. But Samartha also means equal to your name. anything before realization is matter. After realization, also paying attention, things from where the vibration is coming is better. Moreover, if your agya is broken, it's better to avoid this. Because you have already finished by doing over concentration at a point where it was not needed. For example, supposing there is no door here, and I am breaking it all the time, hitting it with my attention, the whole thing may collapse. The door is here. If you have paid attention in a place where it doesn't exist, you have not done justice to yourself. It has to come out. And that is what it is said that it is spoiled. It is very simple. In everyday life, you see that. A blind man who doesn't know the door, way out, can bang at any place. May break the wall, may break himself. So, after realization and before realization, there's a tremendous. One has to understand that now you are realized. This assumption you do not. Surrender also, what do you surrender to me? What do I want out of you? Nothing. What do you have to surrender to me? I just don't understand. Surrender your own ego, your own barriers. What you are surrendering is your own barrier. So what is there to surrender? If you have your ego intact, you won't walk outside here. You will be insensitive. Supposing this thing is covered with some sort of a cloth, you cannot speak, and you remove the cloth from it. Will you say it has been surrendered? The surrendered word itself is very treacherous because that immediately acts on your ego. Actually, surrender means surrender your ego. But when somebody says you must surrender to Mataji, that means you think that you have to surrender your money. What is there in money? I don't want your money. What is there to surrender to? I mean, just imagine. What are you going to give me? I have nothing to get from you. Is there anything that I can get from you? Nothing. Luckily this time, even in this lifetime, I am born in such a way, in such a family, that I don't need anything. I have even got fame and a position in life. So even that I don't need. What is there to surrender to? You have to surrender your own ego, that's all. And you will feel free with that because you are bound by your own ego. Supposing you are in the shackles of chains. You are chained. Now if you want to remove the chains, are you surrendering the chains? What you are surrendering is your own inhibitions, your own problems, your own, we can say, the shackles which do not give you freedom. Your jails, your conditionings, your diseases, your troubles. That's what you are surrendering. What is there to surrender? I just don't understand. Just to remove the clouds which are over your spirit. You have to make Kundalini rise with a great force so that they are all thrown away. I don't know how you people have a misconception that you must surrender to Mother. What? Your negativity, your negative thinking, all this must be surrendered. But I mean, imagine I having all your negativity, all your burnings and all your heat. I mean, some people who touch my feet really burn my feet. I think it's really horrible. It's not easy to take everybody on my feet. I mean, even people who had leprosy, who had this, they all touched my feet the other day when I was in a village. All kinds of people touched my feet. And they would think that we are surrendering our leprosy to Mother. It is like that. For an ego-oriented person, It's very easy to jump onto such conclusions. So you are surrendering nothing. Whichever is valuable, you cannot surrender. So Indians, when they surrender, they know what to do. But for Western mind, it is very difficult to understand surrender. See, so far they have known Guru, where they have surrendered their money, their wives, their children, everything. So they don't understand surrendering Sahaj Yoga, what is it? That means you have to become your principle and give up all that is gross. But don't give it to Guru. Your gross should be thrown away. The Guru doesn't want any gross from you, nothing. It is said, Buddha said it, I think. They say so, I don't know if he could have said it, that you must give all your tana, mana, dhana to your Guru. I have said it at that time. But not you, Sahaj. I today only told you, you sacrifice nothing whatsoever. I mean, on the contrary, even on material basis, say traveling in India, is the cheapest by Sahaj, cheaper by the dozen. It cannot be cheaper than this. So this is what one has to understand, that you have to become the spirit. And the spirit means the essences that you, the principle that is you. You become the principle, you touch every principle, and that's why everything has a meaning. Now in the book,
เจชิบาจจีตอนนี้ขอให้พวกเราหลับตาลงซึมซับคำสอนของคุณแม่สีมาตาจีไว้ในหัวใจนะคะ Now please close your eyes and absorb all our Divine Mother's speech in our heart. ให้ระวังมือขวาไว้ที่หัวใจด้านซ้าย Put your right hand on your left heart. ให้เราอธิษฐานจากส่วนลึกของหัวใจของเรา คุณแม่ด้วยความกรุณาของท่าน ขอท่านในรูปแบบของพระแม่กุณดาลินีผู้ศักดิ์สิทธิ์ได้ทรงโปรดยกพวกเราให้สูงขึ้นได้ทรงโปรดชำระล้างพวกเราให้สะอาดและพวกเราได้ขอปล่อยวางการเชื่อมต่อเป็นหนึ่งเดียวกับจิตวิญญาณภายในณเบื้องบาทมงกุฎของพระองค์ Please pray from the depth of your heart, Mother, by your grace. You are the Mother Kundalini's. Please let me up. We surrender all the things and all the connection with the Spirit and yet under your lotus feet. ลูกขอปล่อยวางทุกสิ่งที่ต่อต้านการเติบโตทางจิตวิญญาณที่ทำให้ลูกไม่สามารถรวมเป็นหนึ่งเดียวกับท่านได้ ขอพระองค์ได้ทรงโปรดหลอมรวมพวกเราให้เป็นหนึ่งเดียวกับจิตวิญญาณลูกมีความปรารถนาเพียงหนึ่งเดียวที่จะรวมเป็นหนึ่งกับจิตวิญญาณทุกสิ่งทั้งหมดไม่มีความหมายและไม่มีคุณค่าใด กับชีวิตของลูก Mother, I surrender all the things that against the spirit. I have only pure desire to become one with the spirit, and all the rest has no meanings and no values at all. คุณแม่ด้วยความปรารถนาที่บริสุทธิ์นี้ขอพระองค์ได้ทรงโปรดนำพาพวกเราให้เข้าสู่อาณาจักรของพระผู้เป็นเจ้าและทรงประทานพรให้พวกเราได้กลายเป็นดอกไม้ที่มีกลิ่นหอมและงดงามเพื่อถวายองค์สถาศิวะณสหสราดาของพวกเราได้เถิดคุณแม่พวกเราขอปล่อยวางทุกสิ่งข้าพเจ้าคือจิตวิญญาณข้าพเจ้าคือจิตวิญญาณที่บริสุทธิ์เท่านั้น Mother, please let me up and let us enter into the kingdom of God and become a fragrance, beautiful flowers to offer and worship our Saraswati at Sahasrara. I am the pure spirit. ในสภาวะสมาธินี้เราจะนั่งสมาธิกับดนตรีศักดิ์สิทธิ์สักครู่ค่ะ With this meditative stage, we will meditate with the divine music. สติของเรายังคงตั้งอยู่ที่สหัสราระนะคะ Our attention is at Sahasrara. เจชิมาตจีตอนนี้ให้พวกเรายกพลังกุนดาลินีและทำบันดาลร่วมกันและน้อมนมัสการคุณแม่สิมาตจีพร้อมกันนะคะ Now we raise our Kundalini, do a collective vanda, and bow down to Shimataji together. ขอบคุณพี่น้องสหชโยคีที่มานั่งสมาธิร่วมกันในวันนี้นะคะ ขอคุณแม่อวยพระพรแล้วพบกันใหม่ในคราวหน้าครับเจชิมาตจี Thank you, brothers and sisters who joined the evening meditations together. May Mother bless you all. And see you next time. เจชิมาตจี